Hello everyone, this is Irina Blount from La La Land Crafts. Today is October 1st and we are going to do the reveal of our limited edition Winter 2021 box. Hello everybody, if you are here, say hi. Say where you're from. I'm reading your comments. Any questions? I'll be looking at the comments to see if I can help with anything, if there are any questions. So this box been on pre-order for 2 weeks now, and we anticipated a lot of orders because we get actually we do the box 4 times a year, and the holiday box is our biggest seller. So every year it seems like we're adding more and more for the pre-orders and the orders. So I just want to tell you that we are almost sold out on pre-orders. I actually kept on adding more and more, so for those of you who are interested in pre-order so you don't miss out. There are not many left. The price for pre-order was $79.99. Today the price went up to $99.99 because we're showing what the box is, and we are going to start shipping. We are on the schedule to start shipping next week, Monday, so in 1 week. If you have not pre-ordered, there is a link, should be a link in the video description, on the live description, direct link to order the box. If you don't see it, it's different on different devices. You can just go directly to lalalandcrafts.com and find the category where it says winter box, and it's $99.99. The value of the products included is $130. So there are still really big savings, and these are new products that never been released before, never been shown before. So this is their first appearance of everything that is in the box is today. So let's go ahead and open it. So first of all, all of your products will come in this box. So we have the little piggy here. This little piggy was released last year. We don't want to show what's in the box before you open the box. So the artwork on the box is never relevant. I mean, it's relevant because it's the holidays, but it's not what's included in the box. So the box is pretty sturdy. If you've got our boxes before, it's the same box. And I hope you are storing these boxes. Well, I mean, keeping these boxes because it's nice to store things in. So when you open it, first thing, you're going to have a kind of letter from us, a thank you note, to thank you for ordering or pre-ordering for your purchase of this box. And it will also tell you exactly what's included, the list of the products and all of the names of them. It's kind of dreary and cold and raining right now here in California, or where we are in Brentwood, California. So if you hear the rain, it's kind of, I can hear it, so you might hear it on the video. So just know that's the rain, that's the sound there. I'm not playing any sound effects. So what's included here are the stencil set, background stem set, 2 clear stem sets, our Marcy, we have 2 dies for you, and the sampler paper pack. The value of the products included, as I mentioned, is $130, and on pre-orders you paid $79.99, and right now on the orders for this week, I don't think it will last for a week. So if you really want the box, I would say grab one while you can. Here is what's included. And I know I say it all the time, and I know you guys say it all the time, that this is my favorite, but this is really kind of on the very top of my favorites. The products in this box are amazing. I had so much fun playing with everything last night. I couldn't stop, so I'll show you ideas that I have. These products will be part of our next release. So our next release will be a week from now on November 8th. And this is when our design team is going to start showing the samples with these products plus more. So there'll be more to come, but these are amazing. So if you didn't pre-order the box, if you don't get a chance to order it, just know that these products, all of these products will be available individually in our online store starting next week. So on November 8th. If you still need to grab the box, make sure you go to lalalandcrafts.com and from there click on Winter Box. Karina is saying that we do the holiday, so the holiday videos, I just really, yes, thank you for reminding me. I wanted to mention that. Last year, not the last year, but 2 years prior, I've done holiday videos, whatever days of Christmas. So last year I had an injury on my hand and I couldn't do the videos, but this year I will be doing those. So that's something to look forward to. It will be 12 days of Christmas and we're going to start on, I don't remember the date, but we're going to finish on November 30th. So the 12 days that's when we're going to start. And I'll be using all of this not all of this, but I'll be using newest products for sure. So let's, I know you're waiting for this. So first of all, we have our Marcy, and this is our new Marcy called Warm Thoughts Marcy. And our stamps are rubber stamps. Our Marcy is a rubber stamp. And our stamps are deeply edged, so you can probably even see on the video how tall the edges are of the rubber. So there, you'll have nice stamped images all the time. Let me show you my colored image. So this is the actual size. On the packaging, it's a little smaller, just sized for the packaging, but this is the actual size of our Marcy. And I colored her, I wanted to be kind of bright and airy, so that's how I colored my Marcy with Copics. But I think she's just so adorable, and she can hold, you can do it as a coffee or hot chocolate or hot Coke or whatever fits your project. And this Marcy comes with 3 sentiments. The chill of winter is warmed by friendship. Then we have sending warm thoughts and hot cocoa state of mind. So she's just so pretty. Then we have, I think I'm just going to show you the products first, and then I'll show you like how I die cut and kind of give you an ideas. So that's our first thing in the box. Then we have 2 dies. Our first die right here we're looking at is called Snowflake Edge, and it actually comes as a set of 2 dies. So we have the edge with the snowflake design, and then we have the die that just cuts the layer. So I'll show you later, you can cut them together to make kind of a border, or you can cut these dies apart and use them separate in different ways. So this die measures about 5 inches long. Are you guys sneaking in to see what else is in the box there? Yep. So let's look at the dies. Continue looking at the dies. So the second die in your box is called Layering Christmas Tree. And it comes as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layering pieces to mix and match to make the Christmas tree. And then it comes with the tree trunk and the star as well. And I'll show you some different ideas on how to make this. Then we have 2 clear stamp sets. we have winter hippas. If you purchased HIPAA holidays when we did when we participated in Simon Says September event, these are the same HIPAAs. I know you love them. I love them too, and we just couldn't actually when we were working on the stamp set for Simon Says Stamp for September event with Simon Says Stamp. So sorry, I just got distracted trying to read your comments. So I just want to answer one question from Linda. Is this the same Marcy that will be in the Stamp and Die subscription? No, Linda, the products in the box have never been revealed before. This is not the same Marcy. In the October Club kit, we had winter. No, I'm sorry. We had snowflake sweater Marcy. She is in the same. She is very similar. I'm gonna say she is similar, but she is different. I don't have the club kit with me here, but if you go back and look what's included in the club kit, she is different. We never include in our boxes. We never include any products that been anywhere else. So let's get back. Well, let's get back. To the HIPAAs. Oh, Wendy is asking, when do this go on sale in the store? Wendy, all of these products from the box will be a part of our next release, and it will be available in our online store next week on Monday, on November 8th. So for the HIPAAs, as I was saying, when we were working on designing the stamp set for September event with Simon Says Stamp, I just couldn't stop sketching them. I mean, they were just so cute, and they wanted to do so many different things, these HIPAAs, so I kept on sketching them. So we added 3 with Simon Says Stamp in the HIPAA holidays release in September. But this is our new one included in this box. So if you have the ones, if you purchase the ones from Simon Says Stamp, they'll go together and you can mix and match for even more fun with the HIPAAs. So these 3 guys are doing different things, and then this stamp set comes with different sentiments. So I have them colored here, so just want to show you. They are so adorable. I can't help it to smile when I look at them. Aren't these the cutest? They're just so cute. So this, I colored this in kind of gray color. So I used BB31, BB25, and 27 for the skin tones, or skin tones on these HIPAAs. And then, as I said, I couldn't just stop coloring them, so I colored a different version. So these are more brown. So you can see how they look a little bit different. And I also kind of colored eyes. I added blue around their eyes so you can see the difference. Look how different they look, just in different color, but they look so different. So for this one, for the brown kind of tone, I used E70s, E70, 71, and 74. For those of you who are coloring with Copic markers, they're just so adorable. Seriously, I just can't. So these HIPAAs come with a lot of sentiments. So we have There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays. We have Warm Winter Wishes, Holiday Traditions, Happy Winter, Cozy Up, Shine Bright, Wishing You Joy, Holiday Cheer and a Happy New Year, and With Love at Christmas. So I hope you can do so many, I know you'll be able to do so many different things and mix and match the sentiments, just so cute. So this is one of the clear stamp sets. And then the next one, we have Yetis. And I've been wanting to do Yetis, to add Yetis into our product range for a long time now. And it was just great timing to do it in the winter box this year. So we have 3 Yetis and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentiments. So I colored them also, I couldn't stop coloring. I colored 2 different versions as well. So just want to show you how I colored one version Aren't this adorable? So this is one way, and then I colored kind of in monochromatic blues, so I can want to show you the difference. Look how cute they are. So these are kind of in all just blue. And I use B0001, 02, and 06, I believe. So this comes with these sentiments: sending fuzzy hugs. Yeti said go. You are a rare find. Yeti are not winters here. The best is yet to come. You make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So we try to add the sentiments that can be used not just for winter or Christmas, or you can even do them for birthday cards. You're a rare find. Sending fuzzy hugs, just letting people know you're thinking of them. So this set can be used for different occasions, not just winter and holidays. So that's, you know, kind of, you can use it throughout the year. Now, what else we have here? My pile is gonna start getting smaller here and getting bigger on this side. Then for our background stem set, we have set that's called Winter Whimsy. And instead of doing one large set with sentiment, this time you have two large stem sets, or two large stems. So let me grab the one that I have here. So there is no reflection from the light that I have. I had to turn on the lights because it's cloudy outside today. So the square one measures, you can see, about 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then the second one measures 4 1/4 by 3. So these are the nice sized stems to create backgrounds, and they'll work perfectly with the stems that are included in with your box and on their own. And I'll show you once we're done looking at the products. I'll give you some ideas. Then we have, let's look at the stencil set first, and then we'll look at the papers. So the stencil set in this box is called Mountains. So you can see it's called Mountains, and I'll show you the one that I already have opened. So it comes as a set of 3 stencils, and always on the back you can see what's included. So we have, the reason I'm saying the reason it made 3 stencils, because there is one stencil that is cut apart this way. So you have the tops of the stencil. So if you stencil like this, you'll stencil the actual mountains. Or if you block the mountains, you can stencil the sky and leave the mountains different colors. So this is kind of like masking and stenciling in one. So this is the stencil, the main stencil. And then on the second stencil, you can see these 4 pieces right here are the tops, the snow on the tops of the mountains. And then you have clouds here, so you can do clouds. And you know, you don't have to use the clouds with the mountains, right? So you can use cloud stencil on different projects, even for summer. Clouds are clouds, right? And then we have birds here, so flying birds. And again, birds can be used for anything else. And then we have the Christmas trees here. And again, you can stencil them on the bottom of your mountains, or you can stencil them separately. Just use this separate for different cards without the mountains. So that's our stencil set. And then the last but not least in this box, we have a sampler paper pack. And this is the paper pack, the full paper pack. So this paper pack will be available when we have our release on November 8th, next week on Monday. In the winter box, you're going to get the sampler. And what the sampler means is that you're going to get, instead of 2 of each that comes in the paper pack, you're going to get 1 of each of these papers to sample them, right? And then I know you're going to love them, and then you can order more when the release comes. So let's look at the papers. And our papers are on the thicker side, so they are printed on 80-pound cover stock, and they have a little bit of the sheen to them, so they look dressy, kind of dressier, I guess, on your project, so they're not flat prints. So let's take a closer look at the designs that are included. They are all double-sided, so there are 12 here, 1 of each design. So the front and the back. And you can see how gorgeous they'll look with all of your images. Look how pretty they are. And the back, of course. I just adore this little design with the little Christmas trees kind of and the red dots. They're kind of not really like, it's kind of like modern vintage, right? There are more in the, might be more like vintage colors, some of them, but the designs are modern. I love this one right here. This is the like zigzag, what do you call it, and the lines for like wood planks. So really nice combination here. Then we have 2 of this. It's the same design but different color combinations. So you can do, I love this colors, they're green and red, chevron. Thank you Priscilla. Yes, chevrons there. And these are kind of like chevrons as well. And then this one, the blue and dark and light blue and the red, just so pretty. And then more polka dots here in different color. And then we have the large white polka dots on red here. Then we have 2 colors of this design with the snowflakes. And again, it's just so adorable. Look at this. Just amazing. And all papers, of course, you can mix and match in the from the pack. And festive stripes in 2 different color combinations here as well. So I don't know if you can see well on the video, but this one has like turquoise blue, dark turquoise blue, and this one has green. Then we have plaid, and I just love this. And I colored one of my hippas, the one that holding, let me see where he is, holding the lantern in plaid, give him plaid shirt. So I think this will be really cute to use with him. And then on the back of this, we have like little gold stars. Then we have these Christmas trees in 2 different colors. And again, these are so pretty. And they go so well, of course, with all of the stems and that we have here for you in the box. Look how pretty that looks. And on the back of this we have green with white polka dots on green, and on this we have white polka dots on blue. Linda saying that you love my accent. Thank you so much. And then we have the last papers. There are light blue, but they have different designs. So this one has snowflakes, and this one has more of the branches. And then the back here we have distressed wood here on this one. And then we have wood planks, gray wood planks on that one. So these are the papers that are included in your winter box. So let's take a quick look again what's at all of the products. And Then I'll show you, we'll take a closer look at what they are and some ideas what you can do. So Merry & Bright sampler paper pack. We have Mountains stencil set of 3 stencils. We have Winter Whimsy background stamp set that has 2 large backgrounds. I'm so sorry about the reflection. I just had to turn on the lights because it's so dark here right now. We have 2 clear stamp sets, Fuzzy Hugs and Winter Hippos. We have 2 dies, Snowflake Edge and Layered Christmas Tree. And we have our Marcy, Warm Thoughts Marcy. So that is the box. If, as I mentioned, if you have not pre-ordered yet, make sure you go to lalalandcrafts.com and click on Winter Box. There are not many left. Once we sell out of however many boxes we have assigned to be in the orders and the pre-orders, this will be gone, and then the products will be released individually in our online store on November 8th. So let me show you a few things. So first I wanted to show you the papers from the paper pack. There are just, as I said, you can mix and match the designs and you can use them for die cutting, for layering. They are just so pretty. And then of course you can just add, look how pretty that is. You can just add your images and sentiment, add some more die cuts, and you'll be ready to go. Don't toss any of your, of course, you know, we all hoard our scraps, because even with the scraps you can mix and match, and you can do some die cutting, or you can just do simple like this, and that makes a pretty card already, just because of the paper designs and of the pretty images, right? So just so fun. This Yetis, I just love putting them, all of them together like this. This little family just makes me smile. Look how pretty, just so cute. And then you can just use any of the sentiments, send in Fuzzy Hugs, just stamp there, and it just really just makes the card, right? Okay, so I had so much fun playing with this last night, so I have quite a few things to the side here to show you different things. So let me grab this. For the background stamp, I was playing with that. And what I liked to do, I find that the thing that I like the most, okay, I need another cup of coffee. The thing that I like the most with this background stamp is embossing it. And embossing it with the white, or embossing it with the clear or different colors, but I just had so much fun. So the larger background stamp, as I mentioned, it measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, so it's really nice big square stamp set that you can use just to make cards with, even without the images. It looks just so pretty. So the way I stamp my background stamps, and you've seen me show it before, I don't stamp to the paper. Instead, I ink my stamp and I put paper on the top and then just rub over, kind of reverse way of stamping. And I have stamping platforms, but for some reason, and it might be just a user error, so you do what works the best for you. But with the stamping platform, I don't get as good as the impression as if I put paper over it and rub into it. And this plastic comes with your stamp set. So you can cut this apart, you can cut the plastic apart, and then you'll have both of the backgrounds on the plastic, so then you can just put it on the table and use it that way. But to store it, you can just put it in one bag with the packaging so you can see what they are. So on this one right here, I inked my background first, and I used different colors ink, so you can see it comes from light to dark, because I wanted darker on the top for kind of the sky effect. And then I spritz a little bit with the water so you can see the little texture at it. And then I let it dry for probably about an hour. I was playing with other things, so it wasn't like I was sitting and waiting. But that's the reason to wait, because I used oxide, distress oxide, and it needed to be completely dry before I put the embossing powder over so it doesn't stick to the inked areas. And I stamped it with Versamark ink and embossed it with the detailed white powder. So as you can see, so what I would suggest, cut the layer a little bit larger, so then you can cut it to the size that you need it. And then I would layer it. And then this is my card base right here, 5.5 by 5.5. Look how pretty that looks. Just the stamp by itself. You can add the sentiment over it. But of course, for more fun, you can add images. You can add, where's my Marcy? You can add Marcy. It just creates such a nice background for the images. Just really whimsical and just pretty. You can use one of the Yetis. You can use two. Look how cute that looks. Isn't it adorable? Just so, so, so cute. So then the other thing I want to mention, so on this one right here, I don't know, I hope you can see that it is shiny, so it is embossed. But if you don't have the embossing powder in the color that you want, but you have it in your distress oxides stay wet longer. So on this one here, I used iced spruce, and I stamped it, and I put clear embossing powder over it right away. So that gave me more of the raised look, right? And it's has this shiny, I hope you can see it, how pretty that looks. And then I die cut it with our double stitched squares die. So it's nice and perfect square there. And it has stitching. And then you can put it, we have postage square, so you can keep on building up your background. So this is, I really like, I didn't do it yet, but I think on the postage square it will look really, really cute because it has kind of vintage feel to it. Look how amazing that is, just so adorable. So you can do something like this. And we also have scalloped squares, so they all line up together, so you can use that. Our shadow box die works well with this building inside of it. So that would be really nice to do the shadow box card as well. So there's so many ideas. Then the other thing I did, so this one here, I also stamped this one with Mermaid Lagoon oxide, and I did the same thing. So I embossed it with the clear embossing powder. Karina is saying your mind is really, my mind was like, I was playing last night and I just couldn't stop there. I have so many ideas, but remember I have to keep some ideas when I do my 12 days of tutorials. So I have more to show you then. But look how pretty that looks. So this is in a circle. So I just stamped that, embossed it, and then I die cut it from our double stitch circles die. And then we have pierced scallop circles you can use with this, or you can put it on gold, just then what you prefer. The other thing you can do the spot, what do you call it? Spot something, stamping. So highlighting. So you can do one as a square, and then you can do another one So, okay, I'm gonna, so now more ideas are coming into my head. So you can stamp one monochromatic, like say in black, right? And then you can spotlight, thank you, Debbie, yes. And then you can stamp another one in the same color, but you can color it, say you can color it with Copic markers or pencils, or watercolor would be really, really nice for this. And then you can line it up with the image on the background, and that will create the spotlight. So it's kind of like continuation of everything, but pretend that this is like colored. So that would be another effect for that. So that's the square one, the larger stamp in the set. And then let's take a look at the smaller one, at the rectangular one. And as I mentioned, it measures, what does it measure? 3 by 4 1/4. So this one is a perfect size to use on the regular A2 card. So this card is 5.5 by 4 1/4, just top fold like this. And I did a few things here. So this right here, this one is stamped on the turquoise color cardstock. And this is another thing. So if you don't have the color of the ink that goes with the cardstock that you have, my favorite thing to do is use clear embossing powder. So this was just stamped with the clear embossing powder, stamped with the Versamark and heat embossed with the clear embossing powder. And see how it just intensifies the color of the cardstock. It's the same color, but it's darker, and it also has this shiny raised edge and the shiny effect to it, which is really, really pretty. And then what, so as I said about the other one, I stamped it on the larger piece of paper, and then I cut around it. And then I like layering it on another one, just 1/8 of an inch larger. And then you can put it on gold cardstock, say, or something like that. Metallic gold cardstock is all the rage right now. And look how pretty that is. So once again, you can use that just as a card itself, or you can add your images and sentiment, and you'll be ready to go. Look how pretty. Isn't it adorable? So Dina is saying that normally you're not a fan of background stamps, but you love this one. I had so much fun playing with it, and I have more ideas even for this, but I have to hold some back because we'll be doing our 12 days of Christmas, so I have to show you something new during that. So this one is quite dark, but I do love it because it creates that feel of the night. And so once again, I just use this dark, kind of dark blue cardstock, and I stamped and embossed with clear embossing powder. So I hope you can see how pretty and shiny it is. And then I sprayed some of the gold acrylic paint over it. And again, cut it to the size, layered it on another blue, just a little bit larger. And then goes on the gold cardstock again, and look how amazing that is. It just creates such a pretty background. So the other thing I did here, I used craft cardstock, and I embossed it with the white embossing powder, just straight on craft. And here is another effect. So there's so many things you can do with this background stamp. It's whimsical, it's easy to do, you don't even have to color, but coloring it would be really, really pretty. I can just adding a little bit of the pencil over this craft cardstock, and it would work just brilliantly, right? And then because it's kind of neutral here, you can color your images in whatever color you prefer. You can use 1, you can 2, you can use 3, or you can use all of the hippas. You can make it into the long card, of course. It doesn't even have to be this size. I'm just showing you that it fits like that, but we can do so many different things. So this is long card. You can have your hippas on the sides of it. Adorable, right? Are you with me? This is just so, I'm in love. I'm in love with the products from this box. So what else? So we looked at the background stamp set. We looked at the pattern papers. Leanne is saying we look pretty with navy cardstock and white or silver emboss, and that would be really, really pretty. Silver, I really love that idea. I think it's a like starry night kind of thing. Wobbler hippos, Priscilla is saying yes, you got your wobblers from with the penguins. Yeah, I have not even done that yet, but that would be really cool. Okay, so let's take a look at the stencil. So I just started playing yesterday and I got too excited about background stamp set, and I think I spent most of my time with that. But I did make a few samples with the stencil as well. So on this one here, I used this stencil to cover the area on my cardstock, and then I inked with different colors inks. Oops, I think I was a little bit too high. So I started with the lighter, and what I did, I went from the bottom from here and stenciled, and then I kept on adding different colors, and then I went with the dark blue from the top. I also added some clouds, dark clouds there in the behind my mountains, and then I spritzed with water, and then I spritzed with the gold acrylic paint, all while holding my stencil in place. And then I grabbed my second stencil and I added the snow to the mountaintops, and you can see how my mountaintops are actually a little bit smaller because I used glossy accents, and I didn't want to go all the way to the sides because, you know, this acts as an adhesive, so I didn't want to glue it to my paper, or I didn't want any of the glossy accents left on my stencil. So I used the stencil as a kind of as a template, and I just went close to the edges, but I didn't go too close, or I didn't go over the edges. So I added my glossy accents, and then I added some of glitter, and that it took a while to dry, but it gave me this sparkly snow tops here. And then I used the dye from the snowflake edge to make kind of a heel here. And of course you can you can put the other stencil from the set the other way, this stencil, to cover the sky, and you can add color to the mountains. But I left mountains white on this card that I think I'm going to make into the card. And then look how pretty that looks. Just so stinking cute, right? So you can use your Yetis, you can use all of them, you can use two, you can use large and small, however, whatever you're making, whatever works for you. Look how pretty that is with Marcy. And you can use your hippos. And the hippos, 3 of them look really cute too. You can do all 3 of them on one card. Adorable. So I love the sentiment that comes with this set saying holiday traditions. So you can stamp on the front of the card, or you can stamp inside of the card. But this is just so pretty. Then the other thing that I have with stencil here, and again, there's the light is not the best, but I hope you can see it. So this, and I didn't add anything here because I just wanted to show you how they look like. So for this panel, I guess, I used the top part and I ran it through my die cutting machine with the rubber pad, and that gave me embossing. So am I frozen? I'm kind of frozen on my own device. Is it working for you guys? I can't even see it anymore. Give me a second, let me figure this out. I don't know if it's working. You guys, Linda, it's not frozen for you? It might be. I'm glad it's transmitting, but I can't see it anymore, so I'll have to look at your comments on my phone. Okay, so you can see and hear me. Okay, good. I'm trying to see what I can do on my iPad to bring this back on. That is weird. I just have the black screen and nothing else. Okay, so I'll just continue, and I will continue with this and see if I can get myself back on to see the comments. So anyhow, sorry, technical difficulties. So I ran this and through the die cutting machine with the embossing pad, and that gave me the raised mountains right here. So this looks really nice, will look really nice on the card. And then I used this the snow tops stencil, and I used the clear embossing or texture paste. So this one is in transparent gloss, so it just kind of give the glossy effect here. And of course I could have added even I got all distracted and flustered by this not working. Now I'm having a hard time finding the words. So I could have added glitter on here, but I just decided to keep this clear just to show you different way to do it. And I do love it clear. Or if you have a texture paste that is white, would look really cool if you do different color cardstock, and then the white will just stand out there. And of course it doesn't have to be that wide. I kind of tried to use all of so the stencil is about 6 inches. This is 5.5 right here. Of course you can make a smaller card. You can just see how you want your stencil to fit on the card, right? So you can do about, say, right here, so about 3.5, so that will look good on the regular size card. And all of these products, of course, can be mixed and matched with our other products. We have releases every winter. We love Christmas, we love winter. It's so much fun to make projects with this. So look at what else we have, and you can always mix and match. So the other thing is what I did with the stencil. I just wanted to show you really quick. I used the part with the trees, and I stenciled them in different color. So I just went down and just offset them different ways to create the background there. And then I used the snowflake edge. I cut mine apart, and I used snowflake edge, and I cut it here. And I think this makes really cute, like split panel card. And you can use white under it, or you can even put some of the designs of the paper behind it. So you can put some paper behind this, right? So it will just have a different effect there. I think Brenda was asking if the gingerbread stamps will be released. They will be released. They'll be part of the regular release, but I didn't see it. Brenda, I'm sorry, Dina. I'm so sorry, Dina was asking. I'm having a hard time watching your comments here on on my phone because they just go by so fast. Trying to restart, maybe if I'll restart my iPad. Don't know why it's stuck. It got stuck on me, on my iPad. So this is kind of another idea, and this is the like a mini slimline card. And once again, you can just add your images and stamp the sentiment, and it's just really simple and fast, especially if you are making a lot of Christmas cards. This one is really pretty, and this one is fast to make. Just realized I was all the way to the top. See what happens when I can't see what I'm doing. So this is kind of a sneak peek at the edge, at the snowflake edge die. So let's see what else I have here for you. So I think I want to show you how you can layer it. Let me see what I was doing. I was die cutting here. So if you keep them together, this is the border that you can make. So you can just use this as a border on your projects. Just trying to see what layers I have here. So you can just use this as a pretty border. You can, of course, layer them. So that's pretty with white and gold. And this is the other part that comes out from when you cut this layer. So even if you cut this together, this will be the negative part right here. And then the way we designed it is for the snowflake part to be layered from behind. So see how this creates such a great kind of modern look to it. And this can be on the bottom of your card, this can be from the top of your card, from the side of your card, whatever, however it fits better, the best your project. You can glue it on the top for a different effect, but this is just a nice edge. So you can use it as an edge, or you can use it to create layers. If you can use it just as an edge on the card. So this is the cardstock that I die cut, and then I scored it to make into the card. So you can put paper under it, and that creates a nice effect, right? So you can do it as a side folding, or you can do it as a top folding, and then you would just add your images, sentiment, more die cutting or not, stenciling, and you're ready to go. You can also offset it from the back with different color. Right? Or you can just have it layered like this together and just glued together for kind of embossed look, tone on tone effect. So there are so many different ways you can use it. Then the negative part you can use as a, like I was using as a heel, right? So you can use that as well. So where I think I die cut one from, let me see what I did here. So you can also layer it. So this is 5.5 by 5.5 card. You can just create a layer like this. Just creates nice, clean, simple card. You can use your images, add your images there. What was I doing here? I die cut it from the pattern paper. You can create like split panel. Look how pretty that is. Just tone on tone, or you can mix and match. So that's a fun die. And there'll be so many more ideas from our design team starting next Monday. So this is all I was just playing with yesterday, last night, to show you a few different things. So now our last thing in the box for me to show you is the Christmas tree, or build a Christmas tree. I think I want a little bit of the darker color cardstock here to show you. So when you die cut pieces, you're going to have 5 layers, right? And they go from top of the tree to the bottom of the tree. Then you're going to have a trunk and a star. And of course you can use trunk, you don't have to use trunk, you can use star, you don't have to use star, but I just wanted to show you here how this works. So pretty self-explanatory. If you're gonna start, I like building mine from the bottom, so I would start with the trunk if I'm using trunk, and then you can just layer this on top of each other. Now, the beauty of this tree is that you can have more space between the layers and your tree will be taller. You can use less space between the layers and it will give you a different effect. You can have the layers going straight as you can, or you can give them a little more whimsy and have them slanted. So all of the trees will look different. You can use less layers and make a smaller tree. So for the smaller one, I like turning my trunk, or not my trunk, the tree trunk. You can see how it's wider on one side and it's narrower on the other side. So for the smaller tree, you can use the narrower side and you can use less layers. So I am not using the largest one. I'm starting with the second one, and then you can do 4. So this will give you a smaller tree. Look how pretty. And then you just add your images. Isn't it adorable? It's so pretty. Or you can even make a smaller tree and use just the three of the layers instead. So that will give you even smaller one. You can add the stars on both of them if you want to, just on one. You can do the whole forest of the trees, or you can use just the one tree, however fits with your project. So these are just from the white cardstock. I die cut some from different colors. Of course, you can use green, you can use whatever colors. Blue would be really pretty for the tree, right? I think this is different size, so just from large to small. As you see, you don't have to use the trunk. You can just have them on the heel, so you can build it up on the heel, right, or behind the heel. Here I die cut from white and green, and I offset them so it looks like there is snow on the tree, right? Kind of has the layered effect like that. So you can see I just glued white from behind. Snow would be on the top technically, but for the for the card that we're making, that still looks cute. So you can do this way. Then I wanted to show you, I really love this effect, and this is this is inked, and I'll show you how I did that. And I think this is just like, I think this is like my favorite look to it. I'll show you in a minute how I did it, but of course you can do a smaller one with this, with all of them, right, with different colors. But I love this effect. So the way I did that, I die cut, let me see, right here. So I ran it through my die cutting machine, but I didn't remove the dies. If they pop out from your die, you can always put them back in. So I left my dies, I left the paper in the dies, or I left the dies on the paper. And then I used, for this one, I used Twisted Citron. And I stenciled with the dies in place. So it added ink on the inside, but it left this really, really pretty white edge around it. Hi Patty, you're joining us just now. You'll have to rewatch from the beginning once the video is posted, the pre-recorded one, because we are having too much fun here. Beatrice, you like the inked one? I love the inked one too. So there is another one that I inked without the die, and I'll show you the difference. But this is, I was just so giddy with this, how it turned out. So this is the reason we made this die open on the inside. You'll have to take the trunk, the tree trunk, and the star there are inside of the largest shape, so you just have to clip them out, and then you'll have this. So now when I take this out, look at this. This is what it creates, and it's just the best. I'm serious. Like, you know, guys, I get excited about this stuff, the crafting supplies, because I'm a crafter too. So all this playtime is just my happy time. So that is how I created this inked tree. And then I just wanted to show you the difference. So on this one right here, I die cut them, I took them out so they were all white, and then I did inking over it. So you can see how different that looks. So this is also really pretty, just a totally different effect. So you can have fun with this and mix and match and do different, play with different things. You can add the trunk. So I inked the trunk there, so just have to kind of tuck it under. So it kind of comes to life with the colors there with inking. And then just wanted to show you one more thing that I did with it. I die cut it from the papers from the paper pack included. And you can definitely do that too. You can add a little bit of the inking if you like to have more contrast between the layers, but I think they stand out nicely just because they're all cut separately. So look how pretty that is. So that just kind of blue, really soft blue, but it has the texture there from the paper. So I think that looks really pretty as well. So, and if you back it with chipboard, it will stand out even more. So that's another idea. So I think that was actually all that I was gonna show you today, with all of these products that are included in the box. So you see, I had so much fun, as you can see, and you can probably hear in my voice. I'm just so excited about this box, about the, well, not the box, well, excited about the box, but I'm excited about the products from this box. So I hope you guys love it too. I hope it was worth your wait. I know you've been waiting, you pre-ordered. Some of you pre-ordered the minute we posted it, so it's been 2 weeks you've been waiting, but finally you were able to see what you pre-ordered. And we're gonna start shipping, or we're on schedule to start shipping next Monday, October 8th, and it's the same day when we'll have a regular release where these products will be added to our regular range, and there'll be even more other amazing goodies, crafting goodies for you, stamps and dies, and 2 more paper packs. There'll be more clear stamps, there'll be more rubber stamps. And before I can't forget that we're going to release a new class with Martha Tucker as well, and some of the new products, not from the box. Some of the products that have not been shown yet or have not been released yet will be included in the some options with the class. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, there'll be so many amazing ideas and samples from our design team to show you what to do with this product that are included in your box and with the other products from the new release. Beatrice is asking about the gingerbread man. Yes, the gingerbread man set will be released on Monday. Next Monday will be part of our new release. But I think this is all I have for you for today. So be on the lookout for the shipment notification starting next Monday, and make sure you check out what our design team is posting, because I showed you some ideas, just some things were running through my head, but there'll be so many more from our design team, and our design team is amazing. Thank you all so very much. Thank you for your orders. Thank you for being here with me today, for spending your Monday afternoon, and you guys all have a great rest of the week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Till next time. Bye.